Shadows of the Silent Forest. Has your job ever terrified you? I had a case back at 17 that scared the daylights out of me. It was the end of the summer, and we got a call from a couple down by the lake saying two girls just ran out of the forest and were in bad shape. We show up on scene, and I go walk over to the girls. After I manage to get them calmed down, they tell me that they escaped from the basement cabin in the forest where a man was trying to tie them up. The man was one of the girls' fathers. They left two others in the forest because one was too injured to carry on after they escaped. Sounding like we've got a situation developing, I call for backup. Once backup arrives about 10 minutes later, I gathered a team to head into the forest. What we found haunts me to this day. We had walked for about 20 minutes before reaching where the two girls stayed behind. What we found made us sick. Both girls were leaned up against a downed tree. We approached them from behind. When they didn't respond to me calling out, I knew something was very wrong. Once we got in front of them, we could see they were both dead. Their insides had been torn apart, and something feral came along and ate them alive. At this point, I had to call in the big guns, the FBI. It was going to take them a while to arrive, so while we waited for them, they had us check out the cabin. What we found there, you'll never believe. The girl's father, dead. It looked like he had landed awkwardly after getting kicked backwards down the stairs. His neck was clearly broken. The basement was gruesome. Off to one side was a table, covered with bloody knives, rope, and duct tape. Bolted into the middle of the back wall, chains and shackles. Underneath, dirty stained men. After finding the disturbing scene in the basement, I had my fellow officers search the forest around the cabin. By the time the FBI arrived, we had found the remains of 21 individuals scattered in the forest. But the part that really had us scratching our heads, how did those two girls end up dead? It didn't make sense that the would-be killer was lying dead at the bottom of the basement steps. Now, personally, I'm not a big believer in the supernatural, but at this point, I started wondering if all the stories about something living in the forest were actually true. Thanks for listening, guys. More original short stories and story narrations coming soon, so make sure to like and subscribe.